There are three basic reasons that I decided to create this book. One is that the endless stream of gay men who came into my office time and time again telling me that gay men don't couple, they don't stay in relationship, they're just interested in sex. And that I knew that wasn't true from my own experience of being in a relationship, plus knowing so many other male couples. Two is that when my partner and I met, we were mentored by an older couple who really gave us some really practical advice and some tools on the reality of what it really took to be in a relationship and the work that goes into it. That we saw the good and the bad in their relationship and how they had to work through things. So that gave us a very realistic idea of what it took. The third reason is that gay men, when they couple, tend to move to the suburbs, buy the house, disappear, and that consequently male couples aren't visible. And a lot of the books out there that have been coming out have certainly talked about male couples, but I really wanted something that really brought us out of the shadows. And in this particular book, what's different is that the real names of the couples are used, and their pictures are used, and each of them are telling their own stories. I haven't retold them through my lens. It's in their own words, and so therefore you really get the essence of who they are, not only in what they've written, but how they've written it. One of the things I'm fond of saying is that so much of the focus in dating and mating is in, am I attracted to this person? We're so hyper-focused on the packaging that we don't take the time to find out what's in the package. And the point of the pictures is to show that the packaging changes. And if you don't like the person inside, then the relationship has no opportunity to survive. And what really is important is the person that you're forming this relationship with. What they look like to some degree is really secondary. If you love them, they're going to be the most beautiful person in the world. In choosing the couples for this book, I wanted as much diversity ethnically, racially, in terms of different socioeconomic status, as well as just a variety of relationships as I could possibly get. I really wanted to give an overview. In looking back, I think the reason that I picked the majority of these stories is that in some way, some piece of each of those relationships I saw my own. And so that gave me a sense of a universality of their stories, that they would speak to so many people. And in the feedback I got from people who read it, the initial stories, was that I actually had one straight woman who told me, she said, after a while I forgot these were gay couples. They were just relationships, and I saw so much of me in so many of these relationships. And so that told me that I was on the right track. Well, I think the things that keep relationships together really vary, very much like heterosexual relationships, and that in my own experience, some of the best relationships are among opposites who actually don't have a great deal in common, and that it's that over time, as they move more towards a middle ground, as they learn from each other, that they each become greater as a result. In my experience with people who are too much alike, they tend to try and merge and become the same person, and ultimately that's not healthy, in my opinion, in terms of relationship. So one of the key things I think that really helps in keeping a relationship together over the long term is, I call it a term called managing the growth. Because when two people come together, they're going to change. It's just part of the maturation process that we all go through. And so over a course of time, if there isn't enough flexibility in the relationship for each of you to be who you are, and as that evolution takes place, then it's going to fall apart. So it's managing that changes that go on and accommodating it, and really being excited about discovering who this person is as they change and as you change, and how that then changes the relationship that you have.